The answer to that one is sometimes. I'm in favour of any attitude towards growing grapes that produces healthier soil. There's no doubt that in many situations, a biodynamic approach to growing grapes or viticulture will produce a healthier vineyard with more microbial life in the soil, more insects, and a naturally stronger and more resistant grapevine. There's no question that in some circumstances that can happen, but I find two significant weaknesses with biodynamic viticulture. One of those is that if people follow the biodynamic calendar, they are most likely only to want to pick grapes, which is the harvest process, on shoot days or fruit days. Now that can be fine if the combination of sugar, and acid and flavour and tannin in the grapes happens to be perfectly coincident on one of those days. There's nothing wrong with that, you'll produce a great wine. The problem occurs, however, when there might be an interval of, say, 7 or 10 days between those required or desired picking dates on the biodynamic calendar. What can happen is if the grower decides not to pick the grapes at this particular junction, but to wait to the next one, it could mean that there might be an incident of heavy rainfall that causes rot or mould in the fruit and therefore diminishes the quality of the crop when they pick it further down the track. That's one problem that can go wrong. Or else they decide to pick the grapes before they're physiologically ripe in order to avoid a forecast of rain 5 or 6 days down the track. So they are denied the ability to pick the grapes at the best possible time unless they're lucky. That, I think, is a significant weakness of the process. The other significant weakness is when by taking a crop off a vineyard every single year, you're really depleting that site of a lot of nutrient. Now, if you do that, you've got to replace that nutrient, or else after a few years of conducting this process, you're going to end up with a vineyard that is deficient in sufficient nutrition to be able to maintain the health of the vines and produce a fantastic crop of fruit. And without a fantastic quality crop of fruit, you cannot make a great wine. So, because the quality of the fruit is the ultimate and really only determinant of wine quality. So you can't make better wine than the grapes you pick. So biodynamic viticulture can produce, on occasions from certain producers, fantastic wine. It's not a cure-all and it does have inherent weaknesses. Unfortunately, however, the tag biodynamic has really, in my opinion, become more of a marketing exercise and perhaps a philosophical exercise than an exercise solely designed to maximise wine quality from any given vineyard.